Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We have started the third dialogue from Unit 2, and last class we completed this part. Today, inshallah, we start from this sentence. Sa'dun fil hammami yatawadda'u. Sa'dun fil hammami yatawadda'u. And let's start explaining this sentence. Before everything, you need to know something about fi. The first thing you need to know about fi is that the last letter is ya, and this ya is considered a vowel, and we stretch it while reading. I think you know that. You know how to read Arabic. So when we read this, we say fi, long. But when I read them together, I didn't do this stretch. I said fil hammami. Fil hammami. I said like this. Fil hammami. I didn't say fil hammami. I didn't do this stretch. Why is that? This has a detailed rule, but now all what you need to know, if the last letter of a word is a vowel. What are vowels in Arabic? Vowels are stretching alif or stretching waw or stretching ya. Those are vowels. And if the next word start with al, if we join the two words together in reading, we have to skip the stretching. That's important. We have to skip the stretching. And also, this type of alif is also skipped because it's not the first letter. So also we will skip the alif. We will skip the stretch and we will skip the alif. So let's say that again. If the last letter of a word ends with a stretching alif or waw or ya, and the next word start with al, we have to skip two letters. We have to skip the stretching letter, the last of the first, and we have to skip the first alif of the second, because we're joining the two words together. So it's not the first letter, so we have to skip it. So we skip the stretching and also skip the alif. And for example, if you look in the Quran, you say فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. Let's write it. هذا, then البيت. What we see here? We see هذا end with alif, stretching alif. The second word start with al. What to do? We jump from the dal to the lam, and we don't pronounce both alif and alif. This is skipped, this is skipped. How to read? هذا البيت, هذا البيت, هذا البيت. So let's apply it here. Fi, stretching ya, followed by al. We skip the stretching ya and we skip the alif, and we jump from the fa to the lam, and we say fil hammami, fil hammami, fil hammami. This is an important rule in reading, and we apply it a lot in Quran. This is the first you should know about fi, is that the last letter is skipped if the next letter start with al. If it's not start with al, in this case we pronounce stretched. We pronounce the ya normally. We say, for example, fi hammamin, fi hammamin, fi hammamin. The stretching exists and the ya is still pronounced, because the next letter is not L. The next word doesn't start with L. So, سعد في الحمام. We said a reading rule about في. Now, let's say the meaning and let's see the grammar regarding this في. في in Arabic means in. في means in. Let me ask you. Muhammad is in the house. Muhammad is in the house. Let's say that. Muhammad is Muhammad. Muhammadun is not written in Arabic. In, fi, the house. Al-bayt. Notice we don't read the ya, because the next is al. So let's read it. Muhammadun fil bayt. Muhammadun fil bayt. Muhammadun fil bayt. What does that mean? Muhammadun fil bayt means Muhammad is in the house. Muhammadun fil bayt. Let's say Muhammad is in Egypt. Muhammadun fi Misr. Muhammadun fi Misr. Muhammad is in Egypt. So, what we said about fi? We said two things. The first is the reading rule is that the last letter is skipped in reading. We write it, but we don't read it if the next word starts with al. The second rule about fi is that its meaning is in. Is that everything? No, there is something else we need to know about fi. Is that fi has a grammar rule. Has a grammar rule. What's the grammar rule of fi? This fi in Arabic grammar, it's called harfu jar. Harfu jarrin. We pause, we say harfu jar. What's meaning of harfu jar? Harfu jar means a preposition. Preposition, and prepositions in Arabic affect the next word and change the last letter from dhamma to be kasra. From dhamma to be kasra. That means in Arabic, the nouns are normally has dhamma at the last letter, but if there is a preposition before this noun, we put kasra on the last letter instead of the normal dhamma. I think you can see now. We said something else before that has kasra on the last letter. Do you remember? Yes. The second word of the attribution rule has kasra. So up to now, we said two cases the Arabic nouns have kasra on the last letter. What are these two cases? Kitabu al-mudarrisi, the second rule of attribution, or the noun that comes after preposition is also has kasra on the last letter. Now, let me ask you the same sentence we said before. Muhammad is in the house. We say Muhammadun fil bayti. This is the new. Fil bayti. We put kasra on the last letter. Why? Because there is a preposition before. What is this preposition? It's fi. What about other prepositions? Do we need to study them all now? We say no. In this lesson, we will study 2 of them. And the next classes and lessons, we will study them one by one. So, in this lesson, we have fi. That means in. Let's write it here. In, fi. And we will see now something else at the end of this lesson is this. Ila. 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 So in fi, and we have ila. Ila means 2. In and 2. Fi and ila. Fi and ila. We will study ila at the end of this lesson. So now you don't need to know it. Just know in means fi, and this is one of preposition that affect the next noun to make it has kasra at the last letter instead of the normal dhamma. So, sa'dun fi, and we join sa'dun fil hammami, means sa'dun is in a place, because we mostly use in for places. So sa'dun fil hammami. This word al-hammam starts with the. When you study anything, try to study it without anything attached to it. You don't study my house, bayti. No, you study bayt. This is a vocabulary. Vocabulary should be without any attachment to it. So, we remove the to see the base word. The base word is this. Hammamun. Hammamun. What does this word mean? Hammamun means bathroom. Bathroom. Hammam, bathroom. Let's say this is a bathroom. هذا حمام. You should know that it's masculine. It's masculine. We use هذا. هذا حمام. This is a bathroom. Let's write this sentence here. هذا حمام. This is a bathroom. What else? So, how to say where is the bathroom? This is a very important sentence. You will need it when you travel to any Arabic country. You need to ask where is the bathroom. How to say where is the bathroom? It's easy. Where is ayna. And the bathroom, we use al. Hammamu. One dhamma. If you use al, you have to remove tanween. Let's read it. Aynal. Aynal. We skip the alif in between. Aynal hammamu. Aynal hammamu. Where is the bathroom? Aynal hammamu. Where is the bathroom? So, bathroom is hammamun. The bathroom is al-hammamu. So, the mother says, Sa'dun. This is a name. Someone whose name is Sa'd. Sa'dun is in the bathroom. Sa'dun fil hammami. And we put kasra under al-hammami because there is a preposition before. Fi. You should know that. So, Sa'dun fil hammami. Sa'dun is in the bathroom. Then the mother says, Yatawadda'u. 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 And now we start talking about verbs. In all what's before, we talked about nouns. Now we start talking about verbs. To talk about verbs, we need to know the past from each verb and present and imperative. Past, present and imperative. Each verb you study it's very important to know these three. And in all our lessons, we will try to know that all but step by step. In some lessons, we focus on the past. On other lessons, we focus on the present and so on. So, this verb يتوضأ is present. This is present. So, how to use the past from the present? How to use the past from the present? Normally and generally, if you removed the first letter from the present and changed the last letter from Dhamma to be Fatha, now you formed the past. I think that's easy. If you have any present verb, you remove the first letter and the last letter you will see Dhamma. The present normally has Dhamma at the end. You change the Dhamma at the end to be Fatha and remove the first letter. That means you now formed the past from the present. Let's practice. Let's practice. This is a present verb. يذهب. 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 You don't need to know its meaning. Its meaning is to go, but you don't need to know it now. يذهب is a present. How to change it to be the past? Let's do that step by step. Change or remove. Remove the first letter and put Fatha at the last. Let's write it. Dhal, ha, ba. But there is a problem here. In Arabic, is not allowed to start with sukoon. So, put it Fatha. So, put it Fatha. Let's write it here. The, ha, ba. This is the past from the verb يذهب. So as you see, the present يذهب, the past ذهب. What we did, remove the first letter, put Fatha on the last letter, and change the first letter after removing sukun to be Fatha. ذهب. ذهب. This is the way of forming the past from the present. Oh, can you do the reverse? Can you reverse that? Can you form a present from the past? I think it's easy. We add ya first, followed by sukoon, and we change Fatha to be Dhamma at the last letter. I think it's easy. Let's do it with the same verb. The, ha, ba. This is the past. Let's change it to be present. Start with ya. And when you use ya, the second letter put sukoon. Normally takes sukoon. Then you put Dhamma on the last letter. Let's read it. يذهب. 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 So this is the way, taking present from the past and taking the past from the present. Anyway, let's check this verb. يتوضأ. You see ya first and you see dhamma last. Oh, these are the signs of the present. Present verb in Arabic mainly start with ya. Sometimes we will change this ya, but now just know that. Start with ya, end with dhamma. This is the present. Let's form the past. Remove this ya. The next letter start with fatha. Okay, that's good. We don't need to do any change. Ta, wad, da, a. Put fatha on the last. The past ends with fatha. The present ends with sukun. Don't forget that. The past ends with fatha. The present ends with sukun. So, tawadda'a, this is past. Yatawadda'u, this is present. And you need to study these two verbs. Past, tawadda'a. Present, yatawadda'u. Past, tawadda'a. Present, yatawadda'u. So this is yatawadda'u, present, and you should study with it the past. That's tawadda'a. And now, what's the meaning of tawadda'a or yatawadda'u? Yatawadda'u means someone is doing wudu. You know wudu? Wudu is ablution. Ablution. It's a religious washing. So, doing wudu, present, yatawadda'u. And did wudu, past, is tawadda'a. So, someone is doing wudu is yatawadda'u. Someone did wudu is tawadda'a. Present yatawadda'u and past tawadda'a. But, focus with me, but these two verbs that start with ya in the present and the past, tawadda'a, those two verbs, past and present, are used with he or someone. So, if I say he is doing wudu, you use this verb, yatawadda'u. If you want to say he did wudu, we use past, tawadda'a. So, all that or these two verbs or these forms of these two verbs are used with he or anyone replace this he. We can use Muhammad. Muhammad is doing wudu. We say Muhammadun yatawadda'u. Muhammad did wudu. We say Muhammad tawadda'a. So, these two verbs are used only with he or a person, a third person singular. So, we use them with he or a masculine name like Muhammad. We use them with he or a masculine name like Muhammad. What if we want to use them with she or with you or with I? How to say I did wudu or I'm doing wudu? How to use with I? No, you are not allowed to use these forms. You have to do a little change. You have to do a little change to make this verb for I or for you or for she. What is this little change? You don't need to know that now. What you need to know this yatawadda'u starting with ya. We used it for he. For he or for masculine names like Ali. Ali is a masculine name. So he or Ali. For present. And for the past, you apply the rule of past. What is the rule of past? Is tawadda'a. tawadda'a. So let's say Muhammad did wudu. Easy. We say Muhammadun tawadda'a. How to say Muhammad is doing wudu now? We say Muhammadun yatawadda'u. So to do wudu or did wudu, we use these two verbs with he or a masculine name. But anything else with me, with you, with they, with the she, any other pronouns, we don't use this two, or we need to do a little change to this two. You don't need to know that now. Just you know all about him. So let's do a little revision. We only studied this sentence. We said fi is a preposition that means in, and it affects the next noun to have kasra instead of dhamma. Normally al-hammamu is dhamma, but because of the preposition before, we put kasra at the last letter. And also we said a reading rule, the stretching letter, if it's followed by al, is skipped. So we read fil hammami. And we said hammamun is the bathroom, al hammamu the bathroom. And we said an important sentence. Where is the bathroom? Ayna al hammamu. Ayna al hammamu. So here Sa'dun is in the bathroom. He is doing wudu. He is doing wudu. So is doing wudu or to do wudu. So he is doing wudu or to do wudu. We use this verb yatawadda'u, starting with ya and with dhamma. Yatawadda'u, that means he is doing wudu. We use that only with he, not with I, not with you, just with he, or with a masculine name like Sa'dun. And we said how to form the past from the present. Remove the ya, put fatha at the last. Tawadda'a. Tawadda'a. Tawadda'a means did wudu or he did wudu, because that's only used with he. So these two verbs, tawadda'a and yatawadda'u, these two, he is doing wudu, he did wudu, we use them only with pronoun he or with a masculine name like Sa'dun or Muhammadun or Khalidun. And that's everything about this line. Study all that very well, practice vocabulary, and understand very well the role of the past and the present, and memorize this yatawadda'u and tawadda'a, the past, very well. See you inshallah next class. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.